feels anything. Everybody's system is different.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's another thing to be careful because kids were giving out samples, and he wanted to smoke his weed in some pipe. Kid was like 16, but it had a little bit of dope. What's that residue in it? And he's dead now.
Huh?
Yeah, he was hanging out with his friends. They all sold dope. Yep, there was a residue of the
Mm.
heroin, the fentanyl heroin.
In a pipe.
Yes, and he put his weed in it and hit it and died.
Hello, Tanya.
Hi, how you doing?
Long time no see.
Yep. hmm I've been going since December 8th.
Okay. You was in rehab?
Yep, I went to Kirkbride December 8th and I got out February 2nd. I did good till about, well, not really. I usually I got out.
Like 90 days.
Yeah, but then I got clean. Okay, I used February 2nd for about a week, so let's say February 9th. Then I stayed clean until I found my boyfriend on about March 2nd. So I've been using it again since March 2nd.
You end up bumping into your boyfriend March 2nd?
Yeah, usually I go, I said for the last 3 years, I go to rehab for 2 months, and then I stay on the street for 2 months because I want to try to save him. And then I can't take the street no more, and I go back again for 2 months. I come back out for 2 months. But this time I waited a month until I found him. Usually I find him after 3 days. I wanted to do it, but I don't know. I feel like he's going to die without me. I'm a
And you
little
feel like
codependent, I
going back
guess.
around him
Yeah,
caused you to
codependent. Yeah,
jump
I need to
back
get
into
out the
this.
state. I need to get out the state. I miss my kids. I love my kids. I have one in Boston, one New Hampshire, one Puerto Rico, and one Alabama,
Did you get to
and three grandkids.
did you get to speak to them during
Oh
the
yeah, I
clean time?
talk to them. I don't talk to them daily, but every time I get to a phone, I call all of them. Yes, except for the
Sweet.
8-year-old. She's autistic. She doesn't speak.
Right.
But yes, I call every single one of them.
Mhm.
Yes, I do. My one son, he was like, "Tighten up, ma," because they have a camera, at KNA. It's live.
Mhm. Mm.
And I actually told one of them about it because I looked all right at the time, and he waved at me, and he was all happy.
Right.
It's not as bad right now because it's only been a month, but if I don't get help, it's gonna be the worst. Same thing again.
For the people for the people who haven't seen your last interview,
Oh, what's that?
yeah, loud motorcycle.
On the roof.
For the people who haven't seen your last interview,
Oh, the skin.
uh, yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
get
right. I got pants on. I'll show you kind of here. Hold on. I don't
it
care
healed
to
up.
show it. I'm not embarrassed like that. I'm not gonna show my ass. Yeah, look, watch this. And it's not that bad, really. It doesn't really look that bad.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
was all black. It was black
Remember, it
before.
was
That is,
huge. It
yeah,
was a round circle and it had all that. Yeah. And so far,
but
yeah, I
like
might
all this
got a
drink,
couple of these, but that's it. I don't want to get that. Have you seen those people with no skin at all? Have you got them on camera?
yeah,
Oh no, I don't want that happening. So as soon as something like that happens, I'm out. I won't lose my legs. I mean, I shouldn't even come out back out here at all. To tell you the truth,
right.
this time instead of recovery house, I tried my sister's house, and it worked out. But we got in a fight, and now I'm back here again. But that it is what it is. I mean, this time I'm thinking about going out of state. Like I said, with one of the kids.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got into a fight with your sister.
yeah. She lives in, well, I could say around the area of 52nd Street, and she got housing through a program because she's going through the same thing I'm going through. But she's doing okay, but like she might do some pills here and there, but pretty much off the heroin. Like one day I went to her house since I've been kicked out, and I used weed with her from the morning to about 8 o'clock at night without doing heroin. Yep. So it's not as bad this time. Like before, if I didn't use, I would be throwing up, runny nose. I had the heart problems. I was in the heart floor at Temple for 10 days.
Hmm.
But this time, instead of doing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bags, I might do 2 half bags a day. I'm trying to keep it low. I don't want to get like that. You would see me last week. I look good. Like I don't feel like I look bad, but I would do my hair. I looked real nice. At least I was taking care of things, and I kind of fell off for about a week now. I got my kids, man.
For the people who haven't seen your last interview, can you let them know where you from, how old you are?
Oh yeah, I'm from. Well, I don't know where I'm from because I was born in Detroit, but I'm from Florida, Kissimmee, Florida. I guess I'm 43. No, 43. What is wrong? I'm so sorry. I'm 46. I feel like you forget when you're out here. It's been 3 years. I've been messing up. You kind of forget the years. Like you even forget what day it is. I missed my appointment. I thought it was the 13th. It's like the 19th now, and you don't even know if it's Monday. I was fighting with my boyfriend. I said it's Friday. He's like, no, it's Tuesday. I'm like, no, it's Thursday. Like we don't even. You don't know. It's
He
Groundhog Day.
still using? Did he get clean at all?
Yeah, I don't know if you can allow to show him. You can't see his face. Are you allowed to do that? But so you can't see his face.
Oh, what did you want me to show?
Him, but without his face, can't you?
Bro,
Uh, what? Okay. Oh yeah, you're not. You're not. No, no, no. You're not. He is. Put your face the other way. Yeah, yeah. He's the one with the gray hoodie, but yeah, I won't mess the interview up. But he's with the gray hoodie, and he just sits there like in this pocket, in that pocket, in that pocket, in that. But he don't know where he's at because of the crystal meth. I'm not gonna say I'm not the same because I'm not the same at all. But that crystal meth really messes these people up. It has about I don't know. Look it up, like gasoline, kerosene, every chemical you could think of, and that stuff. And people lose their teeth within a week. He had all his teeth at 50 years old. He's 53, no teeth. Gone. He was fat and I was skinny. Like I said, I'm not any better no matter what drug you use, but you want to stay away from crystal meth. That's some advice I would give people. I mean, I've done it before. I'm not perfect, but yeah, it's the worst drug in the world, I think. If not all of them are, I don't want to,
right.
I don't want to condone any drug, but that's one advice I would give: is never touch crystal meth. And heroin's easy for me to get off of. It's just hard for me to stay off of because I'm a codependent person. I feel bad for him now, but I feel bad for people. I don't know where I came from, but I don't know. I just can't help it. I keep doing the same mistake over and over and over and over. Like at least this time I waited a month to find him instead of 2 or 3 days. But no,
Should go right back.
I know, and you can, and they'll make fun of me. They call me different names. One guy said rehab Rita, something for me. I forget what they call me. They call me all kinds of names about being in rehab all the time. But hey, at least I get 6 to 8 months clean a year, while they don't even get clean for 3, 4, 5 years straight. You know. And I like a bed and food and my shows and my Netflix. We do that, like in rehab. You do groups too, but. And you think you can't learn anything anymore because I've been to it like 80, 90 times. But I actually learned something last time. My boyfriend's on crystal meth, which he thinks he won't have a overdose because of the crystal meth. Because he's had like 30 overdoses or more. He's died plenty of times. I don't know how many times. He even had the thing where it makes you breathe. He was on 100% ventilation, and he lived. But I found out that the crystal meth masks the overdose. Like you're having an overdose and you won't know it because of the crystal meth. That's one thing I learned. I guess you can always learn something new. But I was gonna go today, but maybe I will. Who knows? Or tomorrow. I don't want this life. I don't want my kids to see me like this. I don't want to see my mom like this.
What did that clean time feel like versus, being on drugs?
Oh, I was happy. I was so happy, man. And I don't talk to the 8-year-old because she's autistic, and the family they said they'd be there for me and help me with her. And then when I wanted her back, I could have her back. But it turned like a 360. Like they don't want me calling at all. Well, now they started sending pictures. Like things started changing for me. like right away when things usually don't. I mean, it takes time. You gotta wait, but I don't know. It's like it changed overnight. Everybody started talking to me, and I don't know. I messed it up. And I came back. I might not look like it now because I've been on the street now for a week, or maybe actually 19 days since March 1st with him.
Yeah.
But up until March 1st, I was doing my hair. I don't really wear makeup, but I had nice clothes on. I felt like I was coming back to what I used to be. Where one day I feel like I'll never come back. You know what I mean?
That day you relapsed and took that hit. What made you take it? What
And I
made
don't
you
know.
relapse?
I think it's a ritual, or I don't know. It was in my mind a little bit in rehab, and you can't entertain the thought. You have to think about other things. It's only like eight. I think it's the thought in the last 8 seconds or something like that. But I really think it was like I'm just something I was used to doing. I'm just so used to doing it. But I did stop right away, and then I said to myself, "What do I do?" I said, "Okay, do what they told you to do. Call people." So I started calling people, but a lot of people were busy. I think I need a bigger support network. Number one, and then number two, I was like, "Okay, what else? Oh, let me go to a meeting." So I went to a meeting. I did a Zoom meeting. That worked, but then I started calling people again. I ran out of people to call. I didn't do as much as I was supposed to do. You have to work on this the rest of your life. It's a journey. It's not a one time deal, and you're done. And it has nothing to do with willpower. Me and him, yeah, arguing
Whoa.
about that today. It's no will. It has nothing to do with willpower at all. No, you have to work
Why you
on it
say that?
because you can't do it on willpower alone. You have to work on this the rest of your life, whether it be a meeting a day or call one person a day or whatever it is you do. There's something you have to do for your recovery once a day for the rest of your life. It's a journey.
Either it's a drug or it's a
Uh,
AA meeting. Talk about it. It's something you have to do to keep your mind off of it. Willpower
yeah,
won't
yeah. Even
be able.
if it's work, okay, fine, but you can't just rely on work. You have to do something for your recovery also, because if you don't have your recovery, you don't have your work. If you don't have recovery, you don't have your child. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just put, oh, okay, I'm gonna do this all for my children. It doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. And you have to do it for yourself. You can have motivation because of your children, but it has to be for yourself. And you have to love yourself. I do realize that you can't. You have to love and help someone else if you can't love or help yourself. Sure. And what's really weird is I have an ex-boyfriend. Haven't been with him for 4 years. He's still waiting for me, and that's just it's like a circle. Like, and then I'm sitting there waiting for him, and then thinking it's I don't know.
Yeah,
Now I
is your
realize
ex?
what he's going through. You
Is he
understand?
clean?
Yeah, what my ex is going through. Now I realize what he's going through. 'Cause now I'm going through the same thing with him. You know?
Is he clean?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's clean and he's waiting for you, and you're waiting for him.
Good guy, and he had 3 kids that call me mom. They never had a mom. They were raised, well, not by me, but I met them when they were 14, like 16 and 17. But
Hmm.
they still call me mom, and I still call them to this day. I love them to death. And maybe not him, but I love them kids to death. And I don't care if they're 30 calling me mom, they could still do that.
And they love you back. You got a lot of people rooting for you.
I guess you're right. I guess I have a bigger support network than what I think. I just don't call them. That's the biggest thing, is support network. You have to have.
So how much are you using daily?
Well, this time it's a lot less because I'm scared to
So
death.
you wean
But
down, right?
money changes it, let me tell you. Yesterday I used 2 half bags, so that's like 1 bag. Now today I got my Suboxones, and of course I sold them. Who uses their Suboxones? And they were cheap with it. They only gave me $20 for 14 Suboxones. They messed the game up. They used to be $5, $10 a piece. That's less than $1. Well, no, close to $1 a piece. So I got my little Zanny bar I do a day and my 2 bags. But say I get say I have $100 on me, I might spend 50 and then try to save 50 for the next day. I have $200. I mean, I'm gonna spend 100, and and save 100. It depends on what money you have. But if I start doing that, I'm gonna have to do that every single day.
Hmm.
And I'm trying my hardest not
That's when
to.
you're chasing it, huh?
Yeah, but I'm trying my hardest not to. Yeah, because you won't get high if you keep getting using more and more and more and more. You just get better. Get normal. Like your nose won't run, you won't throw up, you won't.
Hmm.
But then, like I said, it causes lots of health problems. They said I had AFib, heart block, um, all this stuff. The ambulance driver was a jerk. He made me walk on. He wouldn't help me, carrying the gurney or whatever it is. Then when we got there, he wouldn't put me straight back in the bag. He brought me to Episcopal and told me to wait in the waiting room. Then I'm throwing up in a bag. I can't stop her forever. And he's telling me to sit up. You better sit up. And I'm like, you can't sit up. What, you're crazy. And I end up waking up in trauma like hours later in Temple, just from the withdrawal.
That was, you said at Temple. What? Hold on. What hospital was the guy treat you like that? At?
Oh, he was an EMT. I know him. I've had him a couple of times from Tioga Street. But there's a couple nice ones, but oh, he's a jerk. He kicked my sister in the stomach once. Oh yeah, it's crazy. They
Good.
shouldn't have that job if they're gonna do that. I believe. Kind of makes me want to become an EMT.
I'm glad you said that. Hopefully, someone of power sees this and he gets
Yes,
reported for it.
yes, yeah. Oh, and that's another thing. I'm sorry if I'm taking too long, but I worked in a methadone clinic.
Hmm.
I called my sister a junkie. I called her a piece of shit. I worked in a clinic to find out why she did what she did. And then I used to tell her, why can't you just stop? Just stop the drug. Why are you using and using it? And then she gave me some once. And I never used it again. She said, how do you do that? I said, I just don't like it. So some people don't understand if they haven't been there. I have a stepdaughter that she really understands, and she's never been there. I understand if they haven't been there because I didn't understand until I was there. I didn't, and I know it's pretty stupid, but you would think everything I understand, I wouldn't do this. But I don't know. I'm still codependent. I need to work on that feeling. Like I have to save him and not me. It's the dumbest thing ever. Hmm.
If you could make three wishes right now, what would they be?
um, I wish my mom and dad were here.
Mm,
That's number one. Number two, I wish they'd never invented drugs.
right, like that one.
And number three, I wish I had the knowledge of everybody in the world.
You wish you had the knowledge of everyone in the world.
Hmm.
I like that one even
Hmm.
more. That's smart.
Yep, yep. But
What would you tell the youth out here ripping and running the streets, following in your same footsteps? What
you're
advice
gonna
would you
get a
give?
chippy. I told my son that he got mad because he's one of those yo, what's up kids, don't want to hear anything. He just got out of jail for shooting somebody. I'm so glad he's out though. That's a relief. I'm pretty mad that he shot somebody. And I thought it was for a reason. Found out later it's for a robbery. But most of the kids are like that. Not all of my kids I'm turned out like that. But I mean, in the area, they
Hmm.
want it gun happy and all that. But oh, and they think they'll never be like that. Well, guess what? They'll be like that because even one of my stepkids said, Mom, I'll never do that." She did it. "Oh, I'll never do cocaine." She did it. Like my son right now. "Mom, I'm popping those perks. I'm popping those perks." I said, "You don't want a chippy?" He said, "What's a chippy?" He had no idea that you can get sick from them. And he says, "I've been doing it for over a year." I said, "Oh my God." But I guess he wasn't doing it every day. But I had to try to explain to him that after 3 days, you get deathly ill. You have to buy these things. You have to have these things, and then you don't have the money, and you turn to heroin. I just think just stay away from the peer pressure. It's not worth it. No, and the perks and when you say, "Oh, you're not gonna be like them," you're gonna be like them, like if not worse. You know what I mean? Yes.
That's
If you don't touch it, you can't do it.
Yeah. Every
Mm,
time I take a walk down Kensington Ave, it's always like 10 or 15, 20, 25 people nodded out,
yeah.
bent over. Did you?
No, another, you're right. And another thing about these kids, that could be their mom or dad, and maybe it is their mom or dad. And the ones that do have the addicts in the family, don't go around kicking and shooting homeless people. I got shot in my leg because that could be your mom, that could be your sister, that could be your aunt. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Because my son, they had something a couple of years back that kids broke my ribs at Broad and Erie, and my
mm,
son was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck them up, I'm gonna fuck them up." Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm supposed to curse. I'm gonna mess him up, I'm gonna mess him up. Then I look on his Instagram, and he's kicking a white dude in the face. I guess it's called Wacka Whitey or some weird name they had back then.
mm-hmm.
But he's Puerto Rican, half white himself. But um, don't do that. That could be your own family member, you know?
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So it's sad. It's pretty sad.
But as I was saying, like, what would you say about that? Like, you think the city should clean that up or something, or you think they should allow it?
No, I don't think they should allow it at all. Yeah, something needs to happen. They're allowed. That's like the parents that don't get involved. Like I lived on Baton Street. I don't live there anymore, so it don't matter. In Germantown, that's where I raised my kids. In the
Mm-hmm.
Brickyard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Florida, but I raised my kids in the Brickyard. And I had the whole neighborhood in my house. And let me tell you, some of these kids were bad, guns, trying to sell drugs and all of that. But once I started baking cookies and we we colored eggs for Easter,
Mm-hmm.
they loved it. Some of them were like 15, 16, said they never did that in their life with their mom. I even had a 14-year-old live with me for a year, and he was telling me he ran away from placement. I don't know the real story, but he was a good kid, and I took care of him. It seems like none of the parents are involved, and I think they should be. That's a big problem right there. And I forgot what the question was, but I think drugs kind of got my brain messed up. But a lot of them aren't involved. They need to be. They really need to be. Oh, it's to the city clean. No, I think parents need to get involved.
Are you currently living out here on the streets?
Yeah, you know what's the worst about it, and I want to tell him all the time is, we have never slept in the same place. Never. Like, how can you keep clothes? How can you keep anything? I have to change what I wear every day, every day, every day. And if I don't, I wear it a couple of days and then find something else to wear. This is not my style. I'm just wearing it because I'm wearing it, you know.
Yeah.
But when I'm not with him, I don't do this. Like sometimes we get lost. Like say today, he might not out forever, and I can't wait for my leave. Oh, I make sure I shower, get changed, dress nice. I'm not saying that I I take great care of myself because I'm using, but at least I brush my teeth, wash my face. He just wants to rob, uh, sell, get drugs, fall asleep, rob, sell, get drugs. I don't know. I think he's been 3 years without a shower. To tell you the truth,
Say
that's
that.
not.
Say that one more
I
time.
think he's been 3 years, maybe 3 showers, I guess, and that's not healthy.
3 showers.
In 3 years.
Damn.
Uh,
Wow.
As the healthy people start letting themselves go, like I have.
You gotta. Well, yeah. Sorry. Well, not you. I'm sorry about that.
In 1 week, just and you start off right where you left off. Even if you go to rehab, you start off right where you left off when you went to rehab. If you use again. But if you stay clean, good things happen. Oh yeah, I when I was clean, I did meet a lady from a church. I told her I fixed computers. She wanted me to meet her, not at her church, but at her job across the street from her church, and she was going to get me a job fixing the computers and stuff. Not a job at a church where you don't really get paid, but a job at her company.
Yeah, you gotta take her up on that offer.
No, I didn't go because I didn't have a place to shower.
Oh.
But now I know there's resources. They have a women's center down the street. You can walk in, take a shower. They got shampoo, conditioner, underwear, socks. They give you an outfit. You can go to the refrigerator, take something out, put it in the microwave, eat it, or eat whatever they're cooking, watch TV for a while, and it's never packed. You can always get in. It's not like you wait all day to take a shower. But every time I ask him, please take me, please take me. Not that I need him to take me, but he doesn't want to split from me ever because he thinks we're going to lose each other. He'll say, tomorrow, do that tomorrow, do that tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes, not for an addict. Tomorrow will never come for an addict. Just like he wants to go away with me, to rehab. Like maybe men and women's rehab, whether we're not in the same rehab. Oh, tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. No, there is no tomorrow when you're out here. Some crazy stuff. They got that check thing going around. Have you heard of that?
What check thing?
No, people stop. They're from all over the U.S. And the first time they stopped, these people were from Tennessee, and I said, "Well, where are we going?" They said, "New Jersey." They told me I only had to go in a car to these banks. I didn't have to walk in. So I said, "All right." I fell asleep. I woke up in Southington, Connecticut, not New Jersey. So that, you know what that's at? That's the last city in Connecticut before you hit New York. Wait, Connecticut, New York. Wait, or should go to New York, Connecticut. I don't know. Whatever the next state is. How come I feel?
Vermont, New
I feel
Hampshire,
so retarded right now. Whatever state comes after Connecticut.
Massachusetts.
It's either Massachusetts or Massachusetts because it goes New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts. Okay, yes, you're right. And it was the last city before you end up there. So they rent me a hotel for 150 a night. They tell me first. They tell you in Philly that they're gonna buy you all these clothes. Me and my boyfriend, he can go too. They're gonna buy me all these clothes. They're gonna pay for my hotel, and they're gonna give me 10% of every check. So, and first time we go, I drive myself. They're behind me. They leave him in the hotel. He can't come. So the first bank we go to, they give me a check for 2,500. I go to the drive-through. I say, "Oh hi, I'm here to cash this check," and they had the exact idea of the lady in her picture. It isn't my picture, so they put it through. You get $250 for the $2,500 check. Then you say, "Oh, excuse me, I forgot my other check. Do you have that?" "Oh, here it is. Sorry." You do another one, so you get 500 one bank. Well, it's 225. It's $5,000, but I get 500. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So they did it 3 times. So I stay the night. Next day, they give you free breakfast. They only bought us each a shirt. So the next day, I told him, I said, "Man, let's get the hell out of here." I got scared. I was like, "I don't want no identity theft. I ain't getting involved in this." So we took the money. We took a cab to Hartford, Connecticut. We took the bus to New York and then the bus to Philly. Now, second time, guy wants to do it, right? He's from New York. And I said, "All right, I'll do one time." So I'm going to do it, right? The way there, we slept. When we got there, he said, "Man, that my leg, remember my leg? That was the time I seen you.
Yeah.
It stunk so bad. He dropped me off at a hotel, 233rd Street in Bronx, Montclair, whatever. Well, he says, "Call him when I'm done." And he was cool. He made us throw away all of our clothes. He bought us clothes from the head to toe to shoes, jacket. I mean, he hooked us up with the clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to the hospital. I lose his number. We ride the trains back and forth all night. My ex-husband, out of all people, I call everybody.
That's where you had met him at the train?
Oh no, I met him here in
Oh,
Philly.
you met him here? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
they drive you there. He told us we're gonna get ready. We were going to Florida,
Okay.
and I'm from Florida, so I was excited. But I lost his number, so I called my ex from Boston. He sent me the money to get back home, but then I said, screw this. I'll never do this again. Because, that's federal time,
Right, it is.
And I could have lost my kids for 20 years. Yeah, everybody's doing catch on to that.
Yeah, you're right. The scammers come out here and they basically get you guys
Yeah.
to go in
And
there for them.
he was different. He didn't want to spend the money for the rental car. He wanted you to walk in. So he had me do one. He had me trying to look like a 65-year-old lady. I don't think I look 65.
65-year-old lady? No.
And he put a wig on me. I felt so embarrassed. I couldn't even answer the questions inside. I was thinking in my ear. He's telling me what to say. And I felt more smarter than him. Like, why are you saying this? But he wanted me. He's like, you better say what I said. So I got out of that one too. But thank God I lost the number. That was God.
Both of them worked.
Huh?
Both of them, y'all were able to complete the
Did they what?
nothing. No, never mind.
Okay. Well, that one didn't work out. They knew I wasn't 65.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just I'm starting to do these crazy things I would never do.
For money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the next thing is dates. I've never done a date, but let me tell you. Oh, I can't lie. I've done like a sugar daddy thing, before I met with my boyfriend. But that's probably what'll come next. Because let me tell you, I heard you'll do anything for not to be sick.
How was your boyfriend maintaining his habit? Oh yeah, he's stealing. You said.
Yeah. But he looks so bad. You can't. The one time we went to a store, they told us we couldn't even enter the store.
Mm.
I didn't have no money that day, or I would have went in there and bought something.
He probably already hit that store or something. He probably
Yeah.
already know.
I don't know. We were looking bad. But it's weird how when I stay at my sister's, even if I use, I don't look bad. But being on the street with him, I look bad. And they have plenty of resources to shower and eat and, take care of yourself.
Mhm.
You wouldn't believe the people that come out here and bring clothes and blankets and food and you name it, even haircuts. And people, they'll sell the blankets, they sell everything they get. I even bought it before, like blankets and stuff from people.
Right.
I think that's so wrong. That's one thing I usually would never do is sell something somebody gave me.
Mm.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, maybe I'll get to that point. Who knows? I have karma. And
Don't.
God has me. Let me tell you, God has me. He got nasty since the crystal meth. Went to Wawa, stole some food. I said, "Can I have a donut?" He told me no. So I said, "All right, enjoy." So I walked across the street. Lady didn't know that he said that. Bought me $90 worth of groceries and gave me a $20 bill and took off. I have good karma. And I believe in God. I think God has me.
No disrespect to you and your relationship, but what do you see in him?
Nothing. Nothing. I just don't want him to die. I'm just too nice.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people said in the comments. That's why I asked that question. I don't, that's your business. Be honest.
I went to my Suboxone clinic today and I signed up. Hopefully, I'll remember the dates for counseling for that. I
Mm.
told me I needed help. Bad.
It's good.
Yeah.
Gotta
I'll
gotta
try
try
something.
something.
Nah, we said the same thing at the same time.
Gotta see what works. Well, Tanya,
I'm
it's been.
not dumb, but I'm dumb.
You're not dumb.
You know what I mean.
Well, Tanya, it's been nice talking to you. I'm glad to see you again.
Yeah, you too.
Not in these circumstances, but
Yeah, I'm doing a little better.
yeah, I like your leg though. Your leg healed up. Keep it going.
Um,
Use less, and try to wean off the substance just like you did, and
yeah.
figure out what works for you.
Well, he talks me out of going to rehab, but that means he don't love me.
He talks you out of not going to rehab. You said.
Yeah, he don't want me to leave him.
Well, how did you get away from him before?
I just go. See you later.
Well, yeah, that's what you got to do.
I wait till he's not out. But
Not
see,
out.
at the time, I think of myself, but then I'll figure it out. I'm gonna watch. Next time you see me, I'm gonna do good. You'll see. I'll be fixing computers. You might have to do it over the internet in another state, but I'll do it with you. The
You're
internet.
real good with it.
You'll see.
Your boyfriend's nodding off of the crystal meth.
What's that?
I say your boyfriend's nodding off the crystal meth.
Oh no, he does dope on top of it and then nods off. I
Uh,
can't. Whenever I hit, like if I hit his crystal meth once in a blue moon, which I can't stand, but I'll do it if I'm real sick.
mhm.
I never feel the dope after that. I don't know. He does. He feels anything. Everybody's system is different.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
that's another thing to be careful because kids were giving out samples, and he wanted to smoke his weed in some pipe. Kid was like 16, but it had a little bit of dope. What's that residue in it? And he's dead now.
Huh?
Yeah. He was hanging out with his friends. They all sold dope. Yep. There was a residue of the
Mm.
heroin, the fentanyl heroin.
In a pipe.
Yes, and he put his weed in it and hit it and died.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's sad.
Wondering how the residue of the dope got into his pipe or whatever he was
I don't know
smoking.
why
Whatever.
either he picked up the wrong one or he didn't care. I didn't
Oh, he picked
ask.
up a pipe. It's
Or he didn't care. Just thinking that wouldn't hurt him.
wow. It's crazy out here.
Yes, yes. Everybody's dying. Kids, old people. I met. I'm sorry to keep this going. I was getting a sample. They give samples out here.
Hmm.
There's a like almost 90 years old lady. I helped walk to go get one. I said, "What
Mm.
the?" I couldn't believe how old she was.
She went to go get a sample. 90-year
Yeah,
old lady.
and I had to hold her arm to help her. This is what it is. Hopefully it gets better. I keep praying. Everybody keeps praying. You pray for me too. Anybody pray for me too, Tanya.
We praying for you, Tanya. God
Yeah,
bless you.
I believe in God.
Amen.
Thank you.